So I've been playing a lot more just 80 flex Heartsteel, um,
Mhm.
especially since it's like kind of end of set. I feel like playing reroll isn't gonna help me really get better for next set. Just trying to like figure out how to get to late game and flex between 4 and 5 costs. I'm just trying to practice that more.
Oh, okay. This patch, right? This recent patch, like the world's
Yeah.
patch. Have you been watching any of the world scrims?
No, I haven't. How have they been going?
Oh, oh no,
I think
I
it's a lot
don't.
of reroll, right?
Yeah, it's the same. It hasn't changed. It's reroll and Hearthstone.
Yeah. All right. So I have not really great slammable items. I guess this is mainly just like probably Crown Guard if I'm going to slam something,
Right.
especially if I don't want to lean towards AP. And then I don't have a headliner, so probably just thinking about trying to find something that's better longer term,
I
or possibly switching gears to just like econ.
okay. I don't think switching gears is that bad, but it depends. Like on the server organization, there's a lot of really strong ones. Wherever like that could like impact your early game a lot more than switching gears.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, normally on the safe side, you always just bulk if you don't know what to take. You just have that one open always. Because bulk is probably better than best friends. You never want to take best friends like on 2-1 because uh, you don't know if you're gonna play KDA or Superfan, and you don't know if the KDA hexes are good or not unless you tested it out already. But it's really hard to
Mm-hmm.
test it out 2-1 all the KDA hexes.
Yep.
So but also, I mean, best friends is really hard position for like whether you're playing like Hearthstone board later on, like late game, and I don't know. Sometimes like you forget about it. A lot of times you forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
Switch gears, I did try it this patch. I don't think it's that bad. I actually took it one time and I didn't. I only procced it twice because I was full of the streak into full one streak. But those games are very rare. I don't think that happens all the time. I'm pretty sure switching gears is really good.
Okay.
But like, what are you gonna use econ for? I think when you take switching gears, do you want to play aggressively? Because you're now, especially with your items, I guess switching gears to work. You could cheese some rounds, but I don't know, like some you might not be able to kill anything. It depends how strong the lobby is as well. Because with your items, you don't really have killing potential. If you want to
Mm-hmm.
kill units, you would slam Spark, go for Sunfire or something like that, and then you'll kill units, but you'll win half the rounds and you lose half the rounds. So I think like that strategy, if you do that, it's very interesting. It's something that you would have to test out. Like it's a different play style. Um,
Right.
but if you some Spark, then you're probably gonna play an AP reroll line, and then normally when you play an AP reroll line, you're either full win, full lose, or full lose into full win,
Right.
or stuff like that. So I mean, it's just that would just be to test stuff out. So I'll just reroll the metal first. There's nothing better than I'll probably reroll the third one. Oh, okay. I don't reroll bulk either because when you have prevalent items or you have defensive items, bulk gets a lot of
Mm-hmm.
value for
Okay.
sure. So, um, but I actually like switching gears because
Yeah, I think this is only like the second time I've tried playing it, so
they changed it a lot ever since before it was really broken. But this was the last set, and now it's actually playable. They made it so it's playable.
yeah, it went from 2 to 3 gold, right?
So here, I don't think I would pick up this. I know you're trying to do switching gears value.
Mm-hmm.
I think you would have waited one. Oh, you had a reforger?
Yeah,
Okay, reforged rod.
you have waited one to try to get stronger?
I think you wait one. Um, it's not a bad pay what you did, but I think you wait one to see your next headliner because you could get a 2 cost headliner.
Hmm.
Then you clear on those items and differently. Now when you do this, you kind of don't have direction. That's the only problem. I know you're playing for switching gears, which is completely acceptable. Like you don't need direction, because you're staying flexibly. But stuff like this could easily lead to an eighth. Like
If it doesn't work out with the
yeah,
switching gears.
yeah. Being lost because playing around when you have a defensive opener and you have no direction, um, you can't. You can't change the outcome of your items in the shop Pandora. So like literally if the game gives you really bad items, yeah, you could easily go in. But that's just
Hmm.
I guess RNG from the game itself, the variance. But we just try to avoid those scenarios. But this is fine. I mean your spot's not bad. I actually like what you did. But you might be wrong. Okay, you're not winning this one, this one, this. Wait, you're getting full switching your value, you're insane.
Yeah.
Alright, so here do you make this or no? Oh, you're trying to list. Dude, you're crazy.
I'm
This is
trying to
actually
go
very
full value.
interesting. Like normally you just take switching gears to get the gold whenever it's acceptable, but you're
Uh-huh.
actually trying to win this fight. Like um, not I've never seen a player commit to switching gears this much.
I think I saw Dish Soap do something like this, so that's why I was like, oh, maybe I'll try this.
No, I mean definitely what you did early game was correct. Everything so far. It's just I wouldn't take that risk because most of the time you don't. You know,
Yeah.
I you can never tell with matchmaking. So here I probably would have kept the Samara because you had an IE and another.
Oh,
Oh, you could play
and leave
executioners
the
easily with
Vex.
switching
Hmm.
gears. I mean, you kept the Vex, so you would have played. Did you keep the Vex as a poppy?
Yeah. I, I guess I was thinking I already have the rapid fires, but it's just worth keeping that option open for a stronger mid game.
So here, if you're gonna play, I think you're angling Heartsteel again, or like
Hmm.
Ezreal. How does this? I guess you gotta wait a one, but it's okay. Yeah, we just look at augments here.
Yeah.
So you don't want crash this here because you stun the gargoyles. Literally, if
Hmm.
you didn't have a gargoyles, you could slam, you could take it. Um, but no, I mean you have frontline already. You don't need frontline her here. LDP is just too hard a position for this thing, so I mean you don't
Yep.
take it. And idealism's really good here.
Yeah.
She's
I think that's
idealism.
where I'm leaning.
Oh, actually, it's actually Yamago. Martyr is better late game, but for your tempo, it's Yamago. You get a red buff right away. So the problem
Right.
here is like, so this is what I was gonna say, right? Before looking at your arguments, I was gonna tell you like you should probably send guard breaker if you're gonna do this line, but you put the belt on Gragas. Because you're playing for red buff. You're not. I know. I could already tell you're gonna play for Ezreal. So like you're just playing for red buff. The ball wants to be red
Hmm.
buff, and the glove and belt won't get a lot of value for a long time. If you're not gonna stand less whisper, which would be like playing for um maybe executioners, because you're holding the Vex. So I thought maybe you could do Vex Samara and reroll it. But since you're not doing that line, you should just some guard breaker and take the recurse ball, and you have 3 items. Send it to with a front line, you'll probably be healthy enough to let's real at a angle 9. This is just the best. I mean, idealism's good too, but like having red buff in stage 3 just guarantees you like that you kill units.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
you also get your carry items out of the way. Oh, you did take it. I for some reason thought you were gonna take idealism.
Yeah. I think I would have taken it if yeah my boat didn't come along.
Um, so what was the hesitation? Was it just
I was still trying to lose to get the.
oh
Is that too greedy at this point?
okay. No, actually it's not. No, you're right. You're actually doing the correct play. You know, this is like where I'm learning from you. But it's because I played this argument once, and I played a cop where like I could literally not do that for some reason.
I see. Yeah, I've
Um,
like luckily hit every single value so far. All right, so I've opened glove and opened belt. If I want cloak for even shroud, there's an Ezreal with a bow, and then probably Hodge is pretty good with the open glove. Is kind of what I'm thinking, or just like Guardbreaker or something. Okay, I get the Ezreal.
I mean, it's Seven Shroud, no?
Uh, Even shroud over Ezreal. I
Yeah.
guess the bow doesn't really do much.
Like if you take the bow, then you're probably slamming Last Whisper.
Hmm.
I'll be honest, and the belt just becomes anything. Because like yeah, you could save it maybe for Zed, but the only or the last Ezreal item, which would be Giant Slayer, and then glove you just save for I guess a frontline item or TG or something like that. I mean, it's fine. I mean, the Ezreal you always take, but I really like just having items slammed in order because having this many open components is eventually like you'll end up slamming either Guardbreaker or Last Whisper from here, whether you like it or not. That's just
Hmm.
how it is.
I think this is probably the first fight that I don't get value from breaking. What was it called? Switching gears.
Yeah.
I guess I'm used to it called inconsistency.
Right, right, right. That was a good augment. Too many puppies.
So at this point, I should just really stop caring about switching gears value. I assume
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, after stage shift.
with these items, I mean, I have enough carry items. I probably want more frontline. So then redemption, but I want
Um,
blue buff for Ezreal.
I wouldn't. Well, here I wouldn't. They need shred number one.
Hmm.
So there's two alternatives. There's actually. Do you need shred? All right, so there's two things you can do here. You can just say, "I'm a hit. I'm gonna play double dual carry." You can make something like Star's Hodge, and your last item could be a Last Whisper. Um,
Hmm.
or you just Last Whisper now, and so if that's don't Last Whisper now, you can start something. The thing about Redemption is it's really good at the third item. I don't think it's that good as a second item. Um,
Hmm.
it probably is the play though, because like you could just make Redemption, Giant Slayer, and then go for. You have to say the glove maybe for last. The thing is, there's not very good losses for like players in that comp. So so let's say you save belt. What can you make? You can make Hodge, Giant Slayer, Hodge, Giant Slayer. But you don't have another user for it. Mhm. I think you probably just wait one here. I mean, the best slam you could probably just do here is Giant Slayer for sure,
Hmm.
100%. Just slam
And I
Giant
have a
Slayer.
hard steel cash out coming, so it might give me component.
Yeah, yeah. You 100% just slam Giant Slayer and then you just wait for the augment and then next cash out and then we'll see what we do there.
Okay.
The only problem is when you slam Giant Slayer, it's hard to play for dual carry.
Okay, I slam last whisper.
Alright, so if you slam Lost Whisper, then you can slam the Redemption, I
I'm like
think.
still trying to greed blue buff, but yeah. But
Oh, I see.
yeah, redemption probably makes sense. I think I also realized I was gonna beat that guy anyway. Okay. Did you see what I just skipped there?
The first one?
Yeah,
No,
I
I
assume it
didn't.
was.
It's a new recruit? No, it's
Okay,
Curse
Curse
Crown.
Crown.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's one of the fonts. I mean, you don't have a headliner yet, so I wouldn't pick Radiant Relics just because you don't have a headliner. So you could reroll that one. Station support, you don't necessarily need anything from it specifically. Um, you're just playing for high roll, and that's not really good. So I
Mhm.
wouldn't. I would just reroll both.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
And then
So
Armistice.
Armistice is just broken. I think Armistice is just really strong. So
Okay.
Armistice. Oh yeah. So this turn, I mean, you have to roll a lot. You have to sell and roll
Yeah,
a
I don't
lot.
know. I don't know what I
Your
was
your your
thinking.
board is really
Oh,
good.
wait.
There's a more three. That's crazy. Is that a more three?
I didn't see.
No, it's okay.
Okay, I should have sold and rolled for a new headliner, right?
Yeah, I don't know if you're trying to get switching your value here or like
Oh,
or
I think it's because I have five heart steel, so I was thinking I could just try to get more value. Or
I don't know. I don't know.
oh, okay. I was trying to get switching gears value. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's okay. This one is actually not takeable.
hmm
Um, it doesn't fix the problem that like you don't have three item sack or you don't have consistent like upgraded backline to kill stuff. You shouldn't grade here. I think your whole board still 1 star. You just have to roll. I mean, it's not a bad take. Also, but right there, we could pause it. You had a really good carousel right there. You gotta go for
hmm
the Israel. Oh wait,
I
you
could
went
have
for
gone
blue
for
ball?
what?
You went for blue
Yeah,
ball?
went for blue
Oh,
buff
this
with
is
the
this is more like
Lucian.
if we didn't summon a Swiss player, you'd have Ezreal pair with Evan Shroud. And
Oh, there was a cloak with
yeah, those are cloak
Ezreal.
Ezreal.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I thought
Okay. Also on the Zac, instead of the Zac, you would be looking for like Ezreal, Zed,
but
Poppy,
I think
probably.
I think you just need to you have Poppy pair. I think you just need to roll more for to replace these units. Um
Okay,
Also,
so
I
you.
wouldn't have 5 hearts to win anymore from
Oh,
4 or 2 at least, or because you already sucked a lot of HP from because you're playing Hearthstone and you're playing switching gears because you're trying to
uh-huh.
lose on purpose. So that's the one thing. Um, like you could only play 5 Hearthstone if your board is stable. Like you have Ezreal chosen with with Hearthstone Headliner. That's the only time from your HP at 60. If you don't have that specifically, then I wouldn't risk first, unless
I
unfortunately
see.
like that's down or Bannersers. But yeah, this board is not bad if everything was upgraded, of course. And I don't mean like the Ezreal. I mean like MF2, Unit 2, Set 2, R2 even. Like if those are upgraded, this board is okay. It's not the
hmm
worst. If you have 3 item carry and 2 item frontliner for sure.
So going
Um,
back to the Zac selection, like you would have skipped the Zac, or you would have gotten the Zac, but then kept rolling for like Poppy 2 at least and like MF2.
I think I skip it because the trait doesn't really benefit you or for Jazz. Because
Uh-huh.
you want to play as that anyways. Um, but if you do play it and you're not, you took tier here in this game, right?
Yeah.
And you're playing for blue wolf. I think you slam Sterax. Because you're gonna
On the
sell it
Zac.
anyways. Yeah, you slam Sterax on the stack. If you don't sell it, I mean, you are gonna sell it because you need to roll again.
Right.
Um, at 8, so you just slam the stairs, go for blue buff, and that'll be your Z item or your Poppy item. Because Sterax is really strong on Poppy. It's
Right.
not the best in set, but it's not bad. So um yeah, Poppy pair. And so you're gonna roll again. I think that's what you just so you don't bleed out anymore. Because I think if you don't roll here after carousel, you're probably gonna drop the next 2 rounds, you're probably gonna drop to 20 HP. So
Right. Okay.
probably what's gonna
That
happen.
makes sense. So there's another example of me greeting Heartsteel too much. Oh, I didn't sell the Zach.
Yeah, this Lucian also needs to, and but
Lucian over Bard.
right.
Or I should be taking out 3 heart steel or 5 heart steel.
Yeah, I mean the whole lobby's reroll, so like when especially when I giant slayer, the boards you could beat are like you could probably only beat other Hearthstone players that didn't hit, and you'll lose to every other reroll comp.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't played much in this patch recently, but in a reroll meta, and you're playing a fast 8 board, um, the one thing you want to get for free is HP. And at 60, I guess in other patches it wouldn't be bad to play for Hearthstone. But in this patch, I think, unless you have perfect items every time, or you stabilize at 4-2, exactly at 4-2, you shouldn't play this risky. So in terms of
Okay.
items here, I mean, you have set items. You have a lot of set items.
Yeah.
You could have had 3
ET,
items set.
Sterak, Edge of Night, but I don't
Uh,
have a Zed.
yeah, like
So
once you
I'm
hit the
just gonna,
Poppy 2, yeah, you probably
yeah.
still this stack. From this point, unless you want to stack him. I mean, you could also have itemized Poppy here. Steris is her best item. And then maybe you go for step hard steel thing, the steadfast on stack,
Hmm.
and just leave it at that. Regardless, you still have to roll here again, obviously. Um, but you can still suck here if you wanted.
Okay, so I should be going for a 3 item Zach first before I go 2 item Poppy.
Yeah, for sure. Um, so now to make it to 9, you have to win. You have to lose. I mean, you could lose 2, win 1. So you have to win. You have to win 2 rounds. Where an Ezreal 1 is very unlikely, right? So if you know that you can't win 2 rounds, you're not to roll it again. Obviously, here you take a bad lot. Do you take a bad loss? Not the worst loss. You kind of close. Yeah, so there's 2 Ezreal Chosen gone. Or headliners. You would have to play for Kate or Zed, or would have. But I think all the Zeds are gone too, right? Because all the Ezreal
Yeah,
players are playing Zed too.
I think I
Um,
end up in this situation a lot where I'm like stuck between going 9 or like rolling down on 8, and it's like hard to kind of make a call.
I mean, you if you didn't play 5 Hearthstone, and I think you played your strongest board instead of 5 Hearthstone, you could have got 9 this game.
Mm,
But because you decided to play 5 Hearthstone, you have to suffer the consequences and stay low 8. Normally that only works if I guess, if your 5 Hearthstone cash out is really big. I don't know how big, like maybe a fun where they maybe raise the stakes 5 Hearthstone stuff like that, but like, or maybe you get like an Aegis or something like that. But if you don't have that, then it's really tough. This is why Zach, your frontliner, if you had Ezra pair, I'm down by the Zach, but since you didn't have it and you still had 30 gold,
mm-hmm.
um, and you had Poppy pair, so like you don't need it, and you're still looking for a set 2, so you still have to roll for a lot. Like you're still
Right.
looking for set 2, you only 2, MF2, any Zeds. Um, yeah, for sure. Your spot wasn't bad because you actually played literally stage 2 and 3 like flawlessly if you were playing around the augment. But
Mm-hmm.
in stage 4 is where you have to execute properly. If you don't do that, then for everything we did from stage 2 and stage 3, like gone, right?
Right. Okay. Okay. So this going 9 is way too greedy.
And the problem is just is you have so like if you took maybe even Cyberbolt, that's different, right? It's not this. It's not. It doesn't matter.
Hmm.
Your Ezreal's just gonna die. Anything.
So I'm thinking I want a third item for Poppy or Zed. Um,
Titans, it's okay. Poppy, because your items are really good with Titans. They're XP.
oh yeah, okay.
I think your board is strong if your Ezreal never gets sniped by anything. But
Right. He's so squishy. Do you ever switch the Ezreal out for? Well, I guess I'm on the last Heartsteel cash out, but for Jin, like Jin would just be stronger here, right? If I exclude the Heartsteel.
yeah, Jenga like HP buff. So yeah, definitely for sure. Like this turn up, yeah.
Would you put red buff on Lucian here, or just all three on
Oh,
Jin?
rebuff's always on Lucian.
Okay, so even though it'd be a two item, I don't know if that would have been fight diff.
That's tough to say, but the thing is, Lucian only like I mean, generally procs I think the first four auto, and then after
Hmm.
that, once like you get the things like the first three autos, and then once it goes +4, I don't think Jin procs it anymore.
Oh, because he's doing the violins.
Yeah, yeah, because he's not auto attacking. The violins are
Okay.
attacking. The rebel's always on that bad.
Lucian just seems to like glitch out and fight. Like after he kills a unit, he's like wasting a bunch of his shots. It seems like.
Oh,
I was like, how did I lose with a Lucian too?
we could rewind to board versus one, yeah, each other.
Oops.
I think it's just positioning this. I don't think Metal Lucian is actually that good. That would happen a lot. I think you need to have Lucian on one side.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not
Corner.
bad. Like it will snipe uh, people who have corner carries, but when you're not against corner carries, his ult will bug a lot.
Oh
So you
yeah.
should probably put him on this. I mean, it depends on if you know the matchup or not.
I think I was also just low on time. I guess the whole 15-second thing that you had suggested and like itemizing, positioning, I just was scrambling to get everything in time. And I think by default, I just get worried like, oh, if there's an Akali that's going to snipe the corner, but I've also forgot I had harm assist. So then maybe that wasn't that important.
Yeah, I think. I mean, this guy's strong because he's already blue buff. You shouldn't be surprised if he loses. But with
Mm-hmm.
harm resist, you're actually, and you're level 9. Yes, no, yes, no. Yeah, you could beat this.
So
It's
if I
just,
was corner Lucian, I probably would have won this
yeah, maybe
because it seems like Lucian just had like there was wasted,
right.
and then there's just a bunch of waste to the corner.
Yeah, and if it ever hit Ezreal, you would kill it. So, uh, for sure. But I think you lucked out this game by making it to 9 and
Mm-hmm.
6-1. I think I guess in a harder lobby, you probably would have died before.
So the big thing was in stage four on the 4-2 roll down with 30 plus gold. I shouldn't have taken Zach, and I should have definitely gotten out of uh, 5 heart steel earlier than I did. So
Um,
then I would have preserved a lot more HP, gotten to 9 maybe earlier, or at least when I did get to 9, I would have had more HP to like survive something like this for at least another turn or two and position better and hopefully stabilize better.